from the road. We're in Michigan now. Have been for an hour or so. We're on the 196 North. Still got about 2 hours and 20 minutes to get to my customer in Ludington, Michigan. I called them earlier and she said they start at 8 a.m. in the morning. We're in Eastern time now. She did say they had room for some overnight parking, so I've got enough time on my clock. I'm gonna plan on just getting there. And dispatcher has sent me an order a few minutes ago. I heard it hit my phone, but I have not had a chance to look at it. You know, we can't look at our TransFlow system while we're driving for safety reasons. So the next time I stop, I'll take a look at it. But yeah, according to the GPS, we are really close over here to the left side to what I think is Lake Michigan. We're basically running up the eastern side of Lake Michigan up to Ludington. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let me check that and see. Yeah, Ludington. Not an area I get to very often. I've been to Grand Rapids before. You know, I've been up in this area a couple of times. Once with Oakley and once with Maverick, I think. Up in the area somewhere. Used to come to Michigan a lot with Maverick. Jackson, Michigan especially, occasionally the Detroit, Royal Oak area. But that's kind of on the southeastern side. We're on the western side of Michigan now. Just giving you some road footage of Michigan. This is a pretty nice run. You know, I came up 55 north and hit 80 east, which scoots across the southern part of Chicago, I guess you could say. Didn't have any trouble. You know, it was early afternoon, 2 o'clock, 2:30 when I came through there. Still on Central Time. Traffic was not bad. And then, you know, you hit up on, I think it's 94, and then it turns into this 196. Not a bad drive. I'm still waiting to hear back from body shop guy at MHC with an estimate on the parts needed to fix my truck. And I had another driver, Robert, gave me a place up in Van Buren, Arkansas that sells used parts. So I've called and talked to a guy there, and when I get stopped later, I'm gonna send him a picture of the damage. We'll see what he might can come up with. Gotta get that fixed. And you know, I got my oil changed yesterday. I think I mentioned that. You know, in a lube. You can always tell, you know, when you get fresh oil, and they grease up all the joints and things down there that they do with a lube job. My truck anyway, it runs smoother, doesn't make as much noise, less vibration. It's always a good thing. Alright guys, I was just giving you some road footage. Alright everybody, hey, Wednesday morning, it's about 7:25 Eastern time. I'm on the way to my customer in Ludington, Michigan. About half an hour away. I stopped at a rest area, oh, just about 10 miles back there. I was going to go all the way to the customer, but it got dark and this rest area was right there, so I just popped in there. Very nice, quiet little rest area. And I wish I had the camera going this morning when I left there, because I saw right in front of my truck, out in a little patch of woods, a black squirrel. Now that's the second black squirrel I've seen up in Michigan. There's a little town over near Jackson, Michigan, when I was driving from Maverick. I'd seen a couple of times driving through town, but you know, we don't have black squirrels where I've lived down south. I mean, if there are black squirrels, I never saw one. Oh man, I mean, kind of weird. But yeah, we're oh, I should mention too that dispatcher sent me an order late yesterday afternoon. I'm going to be picking up at the same place I'm delivering to here in a little bit, so that'll be cool. I'll unload and then just scale out and reload, going to Fairfield, Alabama. He had mentioned to me that he thought I was going to be going to Alabama, but I didn't realize I was going to be picking up here at the same place I'm delivering. So that's cool, that's cool. That'll be a nice straight trip down south. You know, that'll take me from here. I'll go down through, you know, Indianapolis, Nashville. Fairfield is basically just on the outskirts of Birmingham. So that's cool. That'll be a nice trip. Alright, well, I'll try to film some of this when I get there. Alright guys, so just scaled in here at my delivery location, and the lady told me to just pull over here and wait for an unloader. So I guess I'll get over here to the right side of this fella. Go ahead and get my tarp rolled off. I don't know where I'm unloading. Busy place. There's been about a dozen trucks already check in. There's another Oakley right there to the left. Alright, so that's what I got so far. Alright guys, so we're in the back of the property now. We've already gotten unloaded. And there's the other Oakley driver. He's in the process of getting loaded with our next load that goes to Alabama. He's going to the same place I am, Fairfield, Alabama. There's another look at my missing bumper piece from the deer collision. So yeah, we unloaded kind of over there, and I couldn't get any footage because it was in a little warehouse. It was totally dark. The unloader even had a little flashlight so we could see where he was standing. I mean, it was completely dark. So I've got it swept out. Got my bows back. Just waiting my turn. I'll give you a shot here. Here comes the loader. He's getting product out of that warehouse, which looks new. It's I don't know exactly what this is. They had some kind of product code for it, but it just looks like little you know, gravelly stuff. And that sand we delivered earlier, it was a real fine powdery white sand. And he said that basically, ooh, that's dusty. He said basically what they do here is they store it here for some other company that has a plant, I think he said kind of down in southern Michigan, down near Michigan City. And they truck it to there pretty regularly. So there's a shot of the loading, very dusty. So there's a look at my trailer. Got my bows moved back, got it swept out, it's good and clean. Tarps rolled back. So yeah, that's what we're doing here in Ludington, Michigan. Weather's great. Didn't get as cold as I was thinking it was gonna get. I think when I got up this morning it was like 45 degrees. I thought it'd be colder. So that's what we got. More on down the road. Okay guys, so the loader has put in one scoop so far, put it into the front. And he said he can't really tell too accurately the weight, so he's gonna try to be on the light side. Here's the warehouse where they've got this stuff. Just like a rock, some kind of gravelly, very porous, light feeling rock. So yeah, very dusty too. Hope the wind keeps blowing that way. So he said the last driver he was trying to get 23 tons put on, and he ended up putting like 22, a little over, I don't know, like 22 and a half according to his scale, the loader scale. So he said it's better to come back and get more, which looks like the Oakley driver is coming back to get more right now. So you go out there to the scale, see what you weigh, and then come back and get some more. Okay guys, so we're back here for load attempt number 2. I went and scaled out and I weighed about 76,000, I believe. So I told him I wanted to get about 2,500 pounds more. So let's see what we can do. I told him to put it kind of front of middle. So I'll give you a shot of this. And that should put me good. I'll go back and scale out, and I'll try to show you that. I don't think I filmed much from that side of things. I was talking to that other Oakley driver up there, really nice guy named Robert. He's from Wynne, Arkansas. Said he'd been driving with Oakley for, I think he said 7 or 8 years. Really nice fella. All right, come on, loader. This guy that's loading was the same guy that was handling all the unloading earlier. So he had to get everybody unloaded before he could come over here and do the loading. Because he was using the front end loader over there in that warehouse too. Once we dumped our sand, he would move it back to make room for the next truck. Well, I thought he was coming out, so let's just give you a look of Ludington, Michigan. I'm sure this is not the vision that the city council would want me to show, but that's all I can show you. It's pretty country up here. Won't be long till it's probably covered with snow. Well, I thought he was coming out. I'll pick this up in a minute. Okay, so here's Loader Man fixing to dump on the last bit. Remember, I told him front of center, and that's what he's doing. So I'll go scale out, get my paperwork, put my bows up, the tarp on, and we'll be hitting the road. All right, there it is. Okay guys, I want to show you this before I get the tarp put on. Here's what we're hauling. I've already got my bows put on. I just got to roll my tarp up. But that's the load. A very porous type of mineral rock of some sort. All right, so that's what we're hauling. Let's get on down the road.